As health minister, though, are you at all concerned by the jump in revenue? 10 million over 1 year is quite a big jump.
It is a big jump. We know last year we had the most significant amount of tourists visiting our province in 1 year for some time. We know
this is going forward.
That's
not last year.
That last year was part of that, and I think projecting revenues, I think again tourists can be a part of that, not necessarily totally your population. There were people who did speak to the fact that they went online simply because they didn't like and these are very responsible people in terms of gaming that didn't like to use any card. They didn't know how they were being tracked and what information was being gathered and so forth. They had that whole area where they actually switched to online, and that's confirmed. That was confirmed in many communities across the province.
By whom?
Pardon?
By whom?
Well, primarily, when we were gathering information around MyPlay, and there were studies done to take a look at the effectiveness of MyPlay, and I think if you were to ask the Nova Scotia, game casinos and lottery commission, those people have that kind of detailed information, and they would be willing to provide and share with you.
But that's just anecdotal.
Just a second, beyond what they've given us in the 5 options, alternatives to MyPlay?
I think in terms of information that they had gathered around MyPlay,
so
there's something more specific in terms of how they were finding MyPlay and its execution to try and reduce problem gaming. So I would refer to them around those details.
And you suggest that the jump in revenue from last year is based on tourists?
I think some of it translated, into revenue from an increase in tourism.
How do you know that?
Well, that again was some of the information that I think you'll find coming from the lottery and gaming.
And do you have any concerns as health minister about your government's decision to ditch MyPlay altogether without an alternative?
Well, I believe this is the area now that we're striking out to get more information on is what Nova Scotians will tell us as they look at the awareness campaign in particular. Are we doing enough? And I believe
shouldn't you know that before you ditch a
well, MyPlay, we look, MyPlay was considered an ineffective tool, and so therefore, why would you put those millions of dollars into servicing the MyPlay system when really it wasn't bringing us the desired changes